or these revolutions which started in 1815, the limelight, one movement has a very, one revolution has a limelight position on that time, and that revolution was in 1815 in Italy. Okay, one Italian nationalist was there, his name is Giuseppe Mazzini. He started with the revolution in Italy in 1815, and that revolution supported the social change in industrial society, and that revolution inspired many other countries or many other European nations to start the revolution to change industrial society. Understand? So you can say that in 1815 only Italian nationalist Giuseppe Mazzini started revolution in Italy. Okay, he started revolution in Italy, and that particular revolution has a very great day because it inspired many other European nations to start with a small revolution to support the industrial workers. Understand? Okay. Now next one is coming of socialism in Europe. Coming of socialism in Europe. Now, when we say that when there is a bad condition which workers are facing, yes everyone, there are bad conditions which workers are facing. Okay, you can see over here that many bad condition or bad working conditions are there which workers are facing, and workers are getting exploited from the business class. Now, to change the society, to change the industrial society, to change the bad condition in industrial society, many of the European nations in 1815 started with the revolution. Now that revolution has spread into different European countries. Now we will see how the revolution spread in Europe. Understand? So you can say that in mid-19th century, European nations have started with the revolution, or you can say spread of the socialism. It was in mid-19th century. In mid-19th century, socialism spread in Europe. Now, how socialism spread in Europe in mid-19th century? Mid-19th century में socialism Europe में कैसे start हुआ? Now, as it when the revolution started in mid-19th century, what people want? People demanded non-existence of private property rights. That is called as socialism. Understand? On that time, people demand only one thing, that the workers' conditions need to be changed. And workers will also get an equal right in the property of the businessman, because whatever property businessman has, that property businessman, the property that businessman has, it is because of the laborers. Because laborers are the person who are working for the industries. Laborers are the person, laborers are the person who are working for industries. Laborers are the person, because of their working, industries are getting success. Businessman only invest the money. Okay, but the actual work is done by laborers. So that is why as businessmen are investing their money and laborers are investing their effort. So both of them should have an equal right on the property of that particular business. So they want non-existence of private property. There should be equal property rights divided between laborers and businessmen or traders. Understand? So that social change they wanted to bring about. So after when in 1815 small revolutions have been started in many European nations, the spread of revolution was there in mid-19th century. So now we will see that there are small revolutions which started in different places at different time period, which shows that how socialism spread in Europe. Understand? So now we will see that. See Robert Owen. Robert Owen, 1771 to 1858. Okay, he was an English manufacturer, you can say, or he is from USA. He formed, to support the labor, he formed one party which is called as New Harmony in Indiana. Formed New Harmony in Indiana. Okay, he made this particular association, or he made this particular party to support the labor on that time. So that when elections have been conducted on that time, because on that time USA also follows the pattern of democracy. There was American Declaration of Independence. Okay, this chapter was there in your maybe in your जाओगे तो आपको चैप्टर होगा अमेरिकन डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस. After French Revolution, there was an American Declaration of Independence in which America got freedom from Britishers. Okay, some places of America are there which is under the control of British government, under the control of England. So they also have an American Declaration of Independence, which is called as American Declaration of Independence. So they have started with that and they gained freedom and they have a democracy. But America, in the whole Europe, America is a country which follows strong capitalism. Now also they are having a capitalism. America now also follows the capitalism. So on that time in USA, there was a manufacturer whose name is Robert Owen. He started with a party that is called as New Harmony in Indiana to support the labor in USA. Understand? Many labor parties have been formed, you can say. In many European nations, many labor parties have been formed to support the laborers. Understand? Many trade unions have been formed. What is trade unions? Trade unions means there is a group of people from that particular company only who make or who form one association to support the labor. They can talk. They talk to the businessmen in support of the labor. If laborers are having any demand or if laborers are suffering, they can ask facilities from the businessmen. So they also created a small trade unions or a parties to support the labor, and these parties are called as labor parties. That is why these parties are called as labor parties. Understand? So now the second one is in France. Okay, this was in USA. Now in France also in France Louis Blanc. In France, Louis Blanc. Okay, he was also started with one, you can say one movement. He started with one movement, and in 1832, ये इनका birth date है. Okay, from 1771 to 1858. Now, Louis Blanc, 1830 to 1882. What he done? He started with a revolution demanding he wanted government to replace the capitalism with socialism. So actually what he does, he demanded elimination of capitalism from France. Okay, he demanded elimination of capitalism from France. So like that you can see that different movements are there, different revolutions are there, different leaders are there who try to spread socialism in Europe. Now after France, you can say that in in Germany also, especially when we talk about Germany. Now look over here. When we talk about Germany, Germany is a place where we have a German philosopher called Karl Marx. Okay, and he was the main person who spread socialism in Europe, because the idea of socialism or the idea of communalism is given by Karl Marx. So over here you can say that German philosopher Karl Marx gave the idea of communalism. Idea of communalism. Understand? He gave the idea of communalism, and Friedrich Engels. Okay, Friedrich Engels supported Karl Marx or supported the theory of Karl Marx. Okay, if you can see, Karl Marx has one book called Communalism. Theory of Communalism. If you see that book, Karl Marx has given numerous numbers of reasons that why people should follow the communalism and why countries should have a communalism. According to the Karl Marx, or according to the idea of communalism which Karl Marx has given, what the idea of communalism? Karl Marx believes that in a society there are two groups, haves and have-nots. Okay, according to him, haves are the people who have everything. They have social rights, they have political rights, they have economic rights. They are the business class people, they are the nobilities, they are the elite people who has everything in their life. And have-nots are poor peasants, landless laborers and industrial workers who does not have any right and they don't have anything. Understand? So he divided society into two groups, haves and have-nots, and by communalism he wanted to equalize these groups. He wanted to make an equal distribution of wealth. He wanted to make an equal distribution of properties within these two groups, so that there should be no social inequality, or there should be no income inequality or economic inequality. Understand? So idea of communalism is actually believes in equality in all sphere. Equality in a society, equality in economic sphere, equality in political sphere. Because on that time in European nations, they have an idea of this thing that only the people who have properties, they have a political rights. The people who don't have a property, personal properties, they don't have a political rights, and women also does not have any political right. Understand? So politically also there is no equality. The people who have economic power, that means the people who have properties, they only have a right to vote. They only have a political power. The people who don't have a property, like laborers and all, they don't have a property because they are working for the property owners. Understand? They don't have any property. That is why they are not having a right to vote. So over here you can say that this particular condition of society needs to be changed, and that is why Karl Marx has given this idea of communalism, and he was a great supporter of communalism, you can say. And his ideas spread in Europe, and that is why in Europe people started accepting social change, and people want that social change and socialism in Europe, that there is non-existence of private property rights, and property rights should be in the hands of the government, so that government can give equal rights to all. See, because what happens when we talk about private properties? Okay, now let's take an example. When we talk about private properties, what happens? If I am having some private property, that is my property. I am having a right on that property. But when we talk about public properties, what is public properties? Government properties. Understand? Government properties के ऊपर किसी एक individual का right नहीं होता है. Yes or no? No one individual is having a right on government property. Each and every citizen of India is having an equal rights on government property. Like when we talk about government parks, public parks are there. रेलवेज की बात करो, आप बसेस की बात करो, जो गवर्नमेंट बसेस होती है. अंडरस्टैंड? नो वन कैन से दैट इज माय बस, यू कैनॉट एंटर, यू कैनॉट यूज इट, बिकॉज दैट इज अ पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी व्हिच कैन बी यूज्ड बाय एवरीवन. Understand? That is why people want non-existence of private property, and there should be a public property. That means each and every property should be in the hands of the government, so that each and every individual will have equal rights on those properties. Understand? So that was the idea of communalism, that was the idea of socialism which is given by Karl Marx. Okay? So like how this is the thing through which the socialism spread in Europe. Now when socialism spread in Europe, many different small associations have been formed in Europe to support the socialism. Okay? I hope you understood this particular topic. ये आपको समझ में आया everyone? Now we will see support for socialism in Europe. Okay? Socialism in Europe. Okay, support for socialism in Europe. Now, how people supported socialism in Europe? People started forming small associations. Okay, and through these small associations, they put up agitations, they put up revolutions against the, they put up movement against the bad condition in industries, or against the government. They wanted to change the government. They don't want king's rule, and they also wanted to change the social society or industrial society in Europe. Understand? So that is why they started with many small associations. So you can say that in European nation, or you can say that in Europe, many small, like in England and Germany. Okay, we will take one by one, we will take associations. England and Germany began forming association for better living and working condition for laborers. Understand? So here you can say that England and Germany. In England and Germany started forming associations. Okay, why they started forming associations? So that through that associations they can force the business class, they can force the government for better. So you can say these associations have been formed to fight for better working and living condition for laborers. For better working and living conditions for laborers. Understand? That is why these associations have been formed in England and Germany, so that they can, this association can fight for the better living and better working conditions for the labor. Now when we talk about the associations in Germany, okay, on that time in Germany they have started with one working association, or you can say started with the Labour Party, which is the Social Democratic Party. So you can say that in Germany, Social Democratic Party was formed. Social Democratic Party was formed. Why this party has been formed? This party has been formed to support the laborers in Germany, to fight for the laborers, demanding their better living condition and demanding the better working condition for them. Then and this party has been formed in 1905. Okay, in 1905 this party has been formed, and by the time one more party has been formed, that is socialist, that is a Labour Party, which has been formed in France. Okay, in Germany, Social Democratic Party was formed, and in 1905, or you can say by 1905, there is one more party which has been formed, which is called as Labour Party. Labour Party was formed in 1905. Labour Party was formed in England. Party in England. Okay, Germany formed the Socialist Democratic Party, England formed a Labour Party, and France also formed one party. And all these parties are the Labour Party. Okay, and what is the aim of all these parties? The aim of forming all this party is to fight for the better living and working condition for the labor in European society on that time. Okay, so France also formed one society, that is a socialist party in France. See, because these three countries, when we talk about Germany, Britain and France, these are the three countries who are the great followers of the capitalism. Because industrialization actually, or industrial revolution actually spread in these three countries. They are the most economically powerful country in Europe on that time, and they are the great followers of the capitalism. That is why especially in these particular countries, small associations and parties and unions have been formed. Trade unions have been formed to support the laborers, to fight for the laborers. So in France also one party has been formed, which is called as Socialist Party. You can say in France, Socialist Party have been formed. Okay, in France, Socialist Party has been formed. So stop. Became strong in Europe. Understand? Now when we talk about socialism in Europe, that's how socialism spread in Europe, and that's how through different trade unions and through different associations people try to support the socialism. Now when we say that socialism spread in Europe, or there was a socialism in Europe, now in the whole European nations only one country was there who became successful to bring about a total social change, or to bring about a socialism in their country, and that country is Russia. Okay, so after this we are going to see what is Russian Revolution. In Russia, especially in Russia, or you can say that in Russia is a place where actually revolution was started to change the society, to bring about the socialism. That is why this chapter, when we talk about socialism, we are going to see the Russian Revolution. Understand?